watching the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, 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 Couch Rider. Ravens, 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 we gon' ride out. Ravens, 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 Couch Rider. Ravens, we gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Welcome back to the home of original sports perspective, from our couch to yours. This is your Couch Rider Raven, Jermaine Locker, saying, hey, look, I'm home, y'all. Feels good to be back. I was tired of doing shows in that dorm room. It was annoying. Trying to keep it down. I'm sitting here like, all right, y'all, welcome back to the home of original sports. Because I know that the walls were paper thin in there, and I am glad that I don't have to do that anymore and put pillows up all over the place. So I'm not going to the walls, and y'all I know you hate the backdrop. I know that you prefer this backdrop a lot better. So yes, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome for the first time. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. This is your host, Jermaine Lockett. I am excited because we're at the top of the AFC, y'all. We run the show. I mean, yes, after this weekend, there are going to be changes because one of those four teams is going to get a W, and they'll be 9-3, and then they'll be at the top of the AFC. But right now, let's just enjoy what we got going on. Let's see who we got in the room real quick. Say what's up to these people because they are loyal. They come here all the time because they hit the notification bell. They know when it's popping, and they stay rocking with your boy. Number one person is probably Lisa. I'm just guessing. Let's see. Drum roll. It is Lisa. She hit the room already. Down to business. You already know. She says, hey, Jermaine and Kam Ru, 9-3. First place is yummy and delicious. Let's keep it up. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm excited. Nice to sit up this high and tease the Steelers fans, the Bengals fans, and the Browns fans about how they are beneath us. They are beneath us. We look down on them now. Little peasants. They so cute. Next, Delicious is here to say, what's up, Couch Rider and Kam and crew? Kam is probably out walking the dog or doing some celebrity stuff or whatever, putting his handprints in Hollywood, doing the movie thing, whatever. He'll be here soon. What's happening, Delicious? All right. And Wilbert is here with the shade already. I just have a feeling. Greetings. Joe Flacco is about to take us to the Lombardi Celebration Parade. Nah, bro. Joe is good, but Joe is not old 2000 and 2000 early 2010s Joe. He just old. All right, Brooke is here. What's good? It's good to see you. All right, let's go ahead and kick this thing off with our motivational moment. Today is more of a shout out. We got our motivational moment. Let me go ahead and pull it up. So I know that their day has passed, but at the same time, they deserve more than one day in a year because they grind. They work hard, and sometimes they're just not appreciated as much, and especially around here. So just trying to give a shout out to all the moms out there. There's a special place in heaven for mothers who wake up tired, and they do it anyway. They continue to grind, and they grind, and they grind until they get to sleep. So this is a shout out to all the moms out there, including my wife, saying, hey, look, I appreciate you. I know I don't show it much, and sometimes a bit of a grouch, but hey, look, you grind and you do a lot for the fam, and I think we should all take this time out to thank our spouses for the things that they do behind the scenes and not, and not take it for granted. So I know it's a tough task, but hey, that's your challenge from the show. Go thank your spouse, and if you got to take a couple of seconds to go do that right now, go ahead. It's fine. But you want to wait till after the show? That's cool too. But that is your motivational moment for the day. Just recognize that you ain't in this alone. Somebody here helped you get to where you got and where you are right now. So let's go. All right, let's see who else is here. All right, Brooke, yeah, definitely hope you're feeling better. She's still fighting the COVID or whatever the heck she got going on. Just keep your distance. Make sure your comments are distance. Make sure everything's distance. Okay, and Wilbert, no, you ain't going to no daggone Lombardi Trophy. Back to business. All right, so we at the bye, right? So what do we do during the bye? Oh, we check Facebook and we check YouTube and see what all the dumb comments are going on. Who's on the bandwagon? Who's off the bandwagon? And we talk about random dumb stuff like touchdown celebrations. And we just scroll. We scroll the feeds, talk about different things. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be talking about all the dumb stuff that Ravens Flock has come up with, and we'll do a little scrolling on Brooks' page again. The We Are the Ravens Flock page. If you have not joined that page, it's a ton of fun. Might as well just hop on in because they talk so much. Everybody's on there just talking random. Some people just post the same thing and they just want that. They want clout. They want clout like crazy. But then there's others who come in with legit topics, or they're just trying to tick somebody off, and it's just. But it's fun either way. Before we go any further, I know that Brooke. Oh, hang on. And you want to join the page. We know you want to join the page, but if we let you in there, it's going to be a ton of brown shade. And the thing about Ravens Flock, we don't have thick skin. I'm gonna be honest, we just don't. We take things. We all emotional. You know how to get under our skin. I mean, you already in here with a couple of Ravens fans. You know, we already know Lisa. She can't take it, but we enjoy you here. We enjoy you here. You just keep the people coming here from the AFC North. We'll have some fun together. All right, let's see. Brooks says, "Do you think it's a good idea that Harbaugh gave them the whole week off?" I think rest is a good thing. It is. Preparation is an initiative thing when it comes to the players. Like Lamar. We was looking at a presser the other day talking from one of the coaches. He said, "Hey, when Lamar is done with that current game, before he leaves the locker room, he already has tape to review, put in his locker after the presser or during the presser so that he can review it after the presser and be working on his mentality for the next game." So hopefully they're in some type of film study session to learn the tape on the next opponent because it's important. You got to keep thinking ahead. You got to keep strategically planning of what's your next move, what you gonna do next. Because you sitting still stagnant, I mean, it could be a problem. But players do deserve that opportunity to relax and recuperate. The bones, their bones break. Things need reps. You need ice tubs. You need all types of therapy. This should be an opportunity to get a couple players back, hopefully. If there's any injured or coming off of IR or whatever, this is, every mentality for every team is like, hey, can we get players back stronger, healthier? Can we get Stanley to actually play ball like he's supposed to play? Because right now we know he's not playing 100%. We know he's not 100% Stanley. We don't know what that is out there. I mean, this dude basically has 6 hurries. He gave up 4 sacks? I'm saying 4 sacks allowed, 6 pressures, 2 penalties. Message. He got some issues, man. He got some issues. All right. So y'all saw the thumbnail. Hopefully you saw the thumbnail for the show today. And Brooke, this aimed at you. That dance, Lamar Jackson was not saying yes. No. He said it rhymed with yeah. He said Zay Flowers acting like he got married. I think he's trying to do everything that is around Flowers with his skits, except for the soccer thing. I don't know where that came from. But when he scores touchdowns, he was doing things that kind of went with his last name. I mean, I think he's trying to get creative with it. It's just that first one was terrible. It was absolute dog water. I'm gonna tell you straight right now. When I looked at it and I looked at my friend, and I said, "Hey, that was terrible. That was probably one of the worst celebrations I've ever seen." He tried to coordinate it. The team wasn't in it. They weren't in on it. I mean, on person that, bless him, but Rashad was there trying to help, and it kind of cleared a couple things up, but it was still bad. It was really bad. Brooks says his name is Flowers. It was creative, y'all. No, it was a fail. It was a first attempt in learning, as my troop say. So. But he got better. The second one was good. It was well staged. It was well thought out. We saw exactly what was going on. If Rashad did not get on his knees when that ball got thrown backwards on that skit for the first one, it'd have probably been the worst daggone touchdown dance. It was just terrible, horrible, absolutely terrible. Just do the gritty, get off stage, man. Just do this. That's what you gotta do. That's what all the kids is doing nowadays. But I know he wants to be original, but come up with something else besides that. Rip the shirt up, it's got flowers on it or something like that. I don't know. Yes, bro. I'm a hate. Go back into time. Hate. Oh, well, at least we don't have to watch that again unless you're watching on the replay or something along those lines. You end up seeing that terrible touchdown dance again. All right, let's get to it. The Big Reg is in the building, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming through. Who else we got here? I was Brooke saying, hey, the Big Reg. And we got 5 in the room right now. Let me get 5 likes since I got 5 folks in the room. 5. Just hit that like it. All right. The next thing we want to talk about, I don't want to keep y'all here all night because I got sleep to catch up on too. The wives is out there doing their thing, but we do stuff. But yeah, I just want to do sleep really because I have a big day tomorrow. It's my promotion ceremony. Yeah, I've already pinned on the rank, but they was like, hey, we're gonna celebrate anyway. So I've actually pinned on Senior Master Sergeant. It's a good day, and I'm gonna have the kids there, and I'm going to have one of my friends who pinned on before me. We both pinned on during the cycle, so we are going to celebrate. Not nothing crazy. There's just cake, punch and pie. All right. Verse says she's going to send the celebration again to me so I can watch. Don't you send that trash to me, girl. I will block you. I will return to sender. Address unknown. No such number, no such phone. Took it back. Lisa says, in your dreams, Wilbert, as far as the Super Bowl aspirations. Big Red says, how you doing? Verse like, been better. Okay, y'all do y'all thing, conversing and whatnot. All right, we rolling into things to work on during the bye. Let's see. The things that we need to work on during the bye is ball security. I don't care what they doing during the bye. If they sitting there relaxing or whatever, they need to have the ball secured. Or they need to work on the mesh exchange. Maybe that's something for next week. Let them rest up. But these are things they need to work on. Okay, why? Because we are second in the league in fumbles lost. Second in the league. That's a 3-way tie. And we are only second to the Vikings, who lost 12. We lost 9. They had 22 fumbles this year. 22 fumbles and lost 12. That's pretty bad. The Ravens, how many we had? I know we lost 12. No, we lost 9. We fumbled 11. I know it's the message change. I know it's a couple other things, but ball security is something that can and needs to be worked on. Pass protection. Pass protection is the second thing that we truly need to work on. Like I said, Stanley is not himself right now. There have been times when the Ravens flock page, they have went all the way off talking about how terrible this guy is in his pass protection. He's allowed 4 sacks this year. Actually, it might have been 4 sacks on Sunday night. We're going to take a look at that. Meanwhile, tell me what you think the Ravens need to work on. Let's see. And we'll just talk about the chant real quick, or the dance. Yes, Big Red said, yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Delicious says it wasn't that bad. Brooke is like, thank you, Dre. He hating. Lamar hating too. Lamar ain't hating. Lamar told his buddy he gave him some crucial criticism, constructive criticism that he needed to hear because he cleaned his act up after that. He told him straight up how he felt. He said, yes. No, he didn't. He said something around with that. Anyway, yeah, Delicious says it could have been better, but it was trash. Absolutely. Brooks says need to draft a tackle. We'll get into that during the offseason. Right now, we need to fix what we have currently in-house. And that is footwork with these gentlemen, because their footwork is not there right now. If you are not going where your hands are going, or your feet aren't going where your hands are going, that's a problem. That means you just simply holding and hugging people like it's a family reunion. We can't have family reunions on the offensive line. Y'all keep that till after the game. Y'all can hug it up. But until then, make sure And we ain't hugging people at the line, catching penalties. That pocket collapsed so much. Lamar is dancing around. He needs time to be able to throw and feel comfortable to step into the throws so he can hit that deep ball. All right. Wilbur says, your buddy Peters got released from Oakland. That is another thing we need to work on, not going after the shiny thing. There's a reason that Peters got released from Oakland, and it wasn't his mouth. It's because he is back to being burnt toast Peters. Yes, he got a pick six the other night. But think about how many times he's been burnt on that because he has been either jumping, his eyes are in the backfield, or just not, he's not up to the par or to the play that he's used to having. Our corners are excellent right now. They are excellent right now. Go look at the stats for Stevens. He's in the top of the league when it comes to shutting down number one wide receivers. In the top tier. He is that good right now. Like, what did Keenan Allen do the other night? Did Keenan Allen have a day? So I'm just asking actually a legit question. Like, did he have a day? Keenan did have a day. He had 106 yards. There was 14 targets, or excuse me, 16 targets, 14 receptions, and 106 yards. But how many people have done this on a normal, huh? How many players have done this on a normal? And was Stevens holding Keenan all night? That's another question. Okay. But anybody else after that, nobody got above 50 yards. That lets you know what type of secondary that we have right there. They just completely kept feeding Allen, and Allen is like that. He is like that. So, but outside of that, if you go back to look at previous games, this Ravens secondary has looked really good. It has looked exceptional, except against tight ends, because that's the way the defense is set up, dragging everything to that center of the field. Anywho, move down here. Lisa says, "Hey, Brooke, if Wilbert thinks his Browns are going to the Super Bowl, it ain't happening, sweetie." Lisa says, pass protection, connected on the deep ball. Yes, that is another thing. And getting better in run defense. Now, there was one of the defensive line coaches. His mentality was all about the pass rush. But yes, getting better on the run defense is just as important. We don't want to get steamrolled. This is a team that prides themselves on the run defense and stopping the run. We don't like 100-yard rushes. We just don't. We're very much against that. They focus and pride themselves on stopping that run, but they also have been leading the league in sacks. So I don't know. I guess you got to sacrifice one for the other. But this defense, either way, has been really good. I say this is one of the better ones I've seen since 2006. Let's just call it what it is. It's an exceptional defense that's bailed this offense because the offense has sputtered at times. They bailed us out of games. So that's great. All right. Brooke says somebody's mean. That wasn't me. Hey, Lisa. She said, agreed. And then Lisa says, T. Martin mentioned that. Yes, T did mention, he mentioned that. So let's go into lowering. Another thing we need to work on, lower the amount of screen passes. The amount of screen passes is getting ridiculous. I'm fed up with seeing that many screen passes. Nobody want to see that. Like, I get it. We got an amazing Tyreek Hill type speed, maybe. He's blazing fast. We got a wide receiver who can really get it done like that. But you're going to throw screen passes, throw them to Keaton, because at least he'll have the entourage to help escort him up the field a bit, be a little patient, and shoot to the gaps, and then boom, we can get to the end zone. When it comes to the screen pass for the wide receivers, or at least for Zay, it hasn't been as successful, and we keep going back to it. Why are we doing the same 3 plays every drive? I get we're trying to hold some things until later in the season, but open up a little bit more of that playbook. Take a couple more shots down the field, with the proper pass protection. Or look for the ways to West Coast this offense. Because right now it's just like screen, run, and then deep shot. It's not happening. Figure out a way to mix this playbook up to where it's not so, what's the word, forecasted, to where people are like, hey, we know what they're doing. All right. Keep party going. Delicious says, I know we don't need MP, but he can be here if Rocky Sin can rock. Maybe it has 2 plays I can remember hardly out there. The thing about the corners right now is that they're playing so well that they're not getting the recognition that they need because things are quiet on that end. Quarterbacks are not wanting to throw to the outside because it's just not there. The inside is where it's at. That's where they're making those plays at. All right. Brooke says she wouldn't mind having MP back. So you would rather have MP out there when you see these corners doing what they're doing. When I mean, like I said, Darby, he's not being mentioned, but he's out there, and he's not being thrown to the side as much because they are doing whatever they're doing with the scheme and whatever they're doing with their technique. It's right. It's right this year. Things are not being thrown to on the outside. It's just not going there because they're good at their technique. So why bring in MP Juice Man, who's going to be a little slow and make us mess up our entire scheme to help with his lack of speed? Because there's a reason they call him Burnt Toast Peters. Anyway, Kam Ru is connecting here in a second, and Gerald is connected. He's here. What's up, Gerald? How you doing, man? All right, so we got still going up. Bruce saying still with my happy people. I get it. I get it. Okay. Delicious says, I'm tired of screenplays as well. At times, Monken has been predictable with that. And also, we found out that that is not Greg Roman up in the booth. That is a one of the additional assistant coaches. I can't remember what his name was, Devlin or something like that. But yeah, it looks very much like him. But you take the hat off, you'll be able to see the difference between that coach and between Greg Roman. So yeah, they just look familiar. They look similar with that on there. All right, so Kam Ru's still working it, trying to get on the camera here. We'll just keep going. Let's see. Brooks saying, I mean, I don't see how it would be much worse than Rock. Rock ain't been terrible, Brooke. Y'all be clowning these cats, man. It's been a solid defense. I'm just saying, adding another person to it is like adding another member to the family. Right now, if you add one more member to this family, to the Lockett household, there's gonna be some smoke in the city. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's gonna be a lot of transition going on. We're gonna try to figure out like we don't have the room, we ain't got the space in the house. Somebody's gonna be trying to play Minecraft in my game room when I'm not looking. There's another mouth to feed, so there's more money that's gonna come up out of my check. I can't afford it. I don't care if I did give her money. I can't afford a new kid. Just saying. There's a lot of different variances that, and then I'm like, all right, which one of the kids is going to be fighting each other? If it's another teenager, is my teenager going to get along with that teenager? And all these different things. Too many variables. Right now, we got a good ship. We got good stuff going on right now, and you know the MP brings in a different type of attitude. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. And you know he ain't getting along with Harbaugh, so I don't even know why y'all think he coming back. He ain't coming back, bro. No, he burnt that bridge. Yes, they do call him Burnt Toast Peters. Just type in Burnt Toast Peters on TikTok. No. Actually, not on TikTok. Heck no, not on TikTok. On Twitter. Type it in on Twitter, and it should pop up. Or X, whatever you want to call it nowadays. Lisa says, what's your take on John not challenging those calls on Sunday Night Football? First of all, there's a lot of home cooking going on, and I mean cooking all the way for the Chargers because there were plays where the ball was moved. There were plays when it was like bad call, non-calls, like bad spots. Like you could clearly see that there was a first down and it should have been challenged by Harbaugh. But it also shouldn't have been challenged because it was a legit. You could see clearly that this ball did not it crossed the plane for us, and there were times when it did not cross and it gave the first down. I'm like, how does this happen? Like, this is a huge miss. Why is it this challenge? Very frustrating. And yes, they should have called it. Cameron, what's going on, man? Hey, try to disconnect and then connect again, man. So yes, I'm with you. He should have challenged those calls because one of them cost us a turnover on downs. But sometimes that's an overconfidence in the coaching, and you're trying to manage your timeouts. And you're like, all right, man, you're looking at the variables, like thinking, hey, my people can probably get this. But for me, the play that is extremely successful when it comes to Baltimore, I wouldn't say it's as successful as the tush push, but just simply QB dive. You put a heavy set on the field, just like we've seen years ago with the Seahawks, where you put that heavy set on the field and you let Lamar pick the gap that he wants to go through. That's more successful. We could be 100% successful with that. They just let him do him. Let him do his thing. And honestly, just take a small mix, one small request, or simply making a wham play. making a wham play, and you pull that fullback in at the same time and you snack the ball, and the gap that they want Lamar to run through should be smoked open. All right, we'll see Kam Ru in here in a second. He just jumped out. He should be coming back. All right, Wilbur Gross says Kam Ru is late because he's trying to catch those flowers from the say celebration. He was probably going to go tell Zay about that terrible celebration. It was just trash. Brooks says Rock ain't been great either. He ain't been terrible. The thing is when you have a real airtight type of defense, there may be one chink in the armor or whatever that um, the quarterback is going to see. They're going to be like, all right, we're going to try to target this guy. So he's getting reps. He's getting those reps, and he's going to be able to come back strong for us. But, I mean, as far as interior, Arthur Marlette looks great. He looks great, and I know that they're doing a lot of swapping out because we got three safeties back there that are really solid, and everywhere Kyle Hamilton is, he is excellent. So I am glad to see him balling all over the field. Still want to see Geno get some more picks, but I know since Williams has been back, well, Stone ain't got them picks, man. Let's see. Delicious says Rock hasn't done anything. Couch. He was supposed to be CB2. He's like CB4 at this point. Like I said, you just got to have depth. You got to have depth, and they're gonna come in there. And like I said, some people gonna have plays off. Some people gonna be on point. But just when you get those reps, yeah, you're gonna increase your talent. But cornerback forward, it is what it is. But I mean, you had Darby out there. Darby looked decent. He wasn't terrible. Let's see. Brooks says Harbaugh was drunk. Yeah, I agree. He could have been drunk. All right. Lisa says we need to work on protecting JT. Okay. Give him more time to get the laces around, or for the laces to get turned around so he can get those kicks on point and go back to being the best kicker in NFL history. Right now, some running joke because of the amounts of volume that Younghoe Koo, his name Young Ho. Anyway, Younghoe Koo is now the most accurate kicker in NFL history. But the attempts, I think he had like 100 and he had 160 made out of some low number of attempts. But JT been doing this forever. He's been doing this for a hot minute, so I don't even want to count that cat. So Brooks says MP would be deaf. Now let's just say, like I said, I know I've said this before. MP Juice, man, in the red zone would be awesome. Anywhere else on the field, rip him off the field. So if he came back, that he'd have to go under the understanding that he need that, and he need to go through some anger management classes so he don't beat up Harbaugh if we acting to go down a game or something. I'm just saying. So could you never be a nasty little shower fight there? That'd be crazy. Camera looks like he wants to come on. I don't know if I add him to the stage to see if it looks differently. There he is, the myth, the legend. So he's over here putting his handprint on Hollywood stars right now. That's kind of what he's doing, acting and stuff. Yeah,
Nah, I'm sorry. I've been trying to get on here for the past 30 minutes, bro. I was like, really? I'm gonna get on there before he get on there, and this is like ongoing. I don't know.
It's
anyway, then you said dial, go log out, log in, but that's what I did. So anyway, go ahead. Y'all talking about MP.
Oh yeah, we're talking about MP Juice, man. So Brooks thinks he would provide depth to this team. I mean, and he would, no doubt. But at the same time, like it would be a burn risk. I mean, there's a reason the Raiders got rid of him, right?
Did they cut him?
Yeah, they cut him. Yeah, so it's kind of it is what it is. What's for dinner?
I had salad. I'm having ground turkey, some sweet potatoes, and I'm having ground turkey, baked potato, and I'm gonna have peach cobbler.
Oh man. Hey, did you see that? I don't know if I sent you the TikTok on that joint where the dude was like talking about how he wasn't ready for a relationship and she handed him a plate of food. He was like, yeah, baby, I'm just saying I'm out there, I don't understand what you're talking about, relationship or whatever like that. Let's just stay, keep it how it is or whatever. And he's like, oh. And hang on a second. He's like, got the beans, got the rice and the chicken. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he took a bite of it. He's like, and you made this. And he's like, okay, let me go ahead and take my Air Max off for just a couple of years. He's like, and you can do this all year long without with the same flavor, all this stuff like that. He's like, let me go ahead and get comfortable up in here, baby. Matter of fact, you and me, we in a relationship rather. He was like, this marriage.
I ain't seen that one.
Oh, he was going on a full rant. Just like, yeah. He's like, all right, you go ahead and pick out the dress. He's like, and matter of fact, let me just go ahead and take off these Air Maxes for a couple of years. And he's like, you mind, if I take them off? He's like, okay, because we in this now. We together, marriage. You pick out the dress. I pay for everything. I'm going to go to my mom's house and get my 4 pair of boxes. I'm going to take them over here. He's like, and then we'll be at the church on Sunday, baby. And he's like, he's like, yeah, girl, whatever you want, I'll pay for it.
I ain't seen.
I was like, dang, man. He's like, get your girl cook like that, man. That dude tripped me out. Anyway, so Brooke saying the attempt difference is far apart. Ridiculous post. What's she talking about? We'll get into it in a minute. Delicious says if MP can accept that he's probably cornerback 3 or 4, I think he would be fine and upgrade over Rock. But I think him and Harv's got some personal issues. I think so too. Unless they actually sit down in the room, have a mediator, and talk it out, hug it out at the end. Something we would probably never see. And then he comes over to the team. It will be great because of everything, the years that he's given us, and that connection, that attitude that he does bring. And like I said, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. That attitude he brings elevates this defense just as much. I like the seasoning that Roquan brings because he's able to talk that trash and back it up before the games. But MP is in the game in your face, so I like that intensity as well.
I don't think he's gonna be able to make it over here because,
yeah.
Forget about it. Him as a player.
What'd you say? Hang on a second. Let me see if I can hook up my stuff. No, you got.
Hello?
Y'all hear you, man? You was in and out for a second there. Let's see if this might help.
Yeah, I said this is the first time in a long time we can actually say we don't have any room.
Yeah, we good, G. We just don't.
We don't have any room at the quarterback spot.
Yeah.
Where we got room at?
Yeah, they keep saying that it's Rock is sin, but I'm like, Rock on ball, man. He just needs the consistent reps. Let's see.
When they had Darby, Rock, and Armand Davis coming in, they still fighting for playing time. Where he gonna play?
Yep, that's true. It's very true because Stevens right now is balling. Stevens is really balling, and we get a healthy Humphreys and the Stevens back and Mollett there. And of course that rotational 3 safety system. It is a stout defense, and I'm not saying we don't have any bumps in the road, but we are looking really good on defense. It's not the main issue that we have right now. And of course, the issue is offense, and Monken needs to open up the playbook. As Lisa said here, she said, this sounds like a broken record. Open up the playbook, Todd. And then Brooke really wants Rock. She has a crap list, you'll recognize. And that crap list is now the new name is Rocky Sin on the list. Before it was Crab, and then it was Pro, and it was Jimmy. The list is pretty big for her, and I'm pretty sure Stanley's gonna make that list, but that would be deserving for her to make that list right now. All right, Delicious says he can take Rock's place. LOL. I don't feel Rock's tracks the ball well. There are some players that they like to play the player and not necessarily the ball. It's going to cause them penalties. Rock could have some of those tendencies. Brooke saying that's a valid list. Yeah, Brooke, I get it. All right. Anyway, so let's move forward into. We are going to. This is a session that I'm probably going to start like weekly. I'm going to call it. That's flocked up. So this is a session where we just scroll through Facebook and we're going to take a look. And I think what I'll do is I'll keep it on a format. Hopefully, I wonder if I can scroll through with this view and then put this view to the screen as well.
So,
Oh, it does work. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna scroll through and we're just gonna talk it up on the We Are the Ravens flock. We are just gonna scroll through the page and see what dumb buttery that is happening here with all the opinions in the group. All right, here we are. First one already. Do y'all think we move on from JK? Sad. I'll be sad if so. So, what are your thoughts on moving on from JK Dots?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I don't see it not happening.
It's not happening. Why is that?
Keep people.
So we got to keep it.
I mean, you might be better off just drafting another running back, and that since you're going to have Keaton and Justin next year.
I mean, what's that contract look like?
I don't know. Where's the law? Maybe they work something out before the year's out. I would like to, sidebar. I would like for somebody to get a deal before this buy is out, and I'm talking about one of the defensive players, maybe Matabike.
Yeah, Matabike for sure. What's he at? He's at 10 sacks right now, ain't he?
10 sacks. When's the last time we had a defensive tackle have 10 sacks? The interior lineman.
2006.
Yeah, that many.
2006, I want to say.
Was it Haloti?
I think it might have been Haloti. No, it was that was a defensive end. I remember Price.
Price had 10 sacks.
I think he had 10 sacks because I think he outpaced Suggs that year. Let me see the Price or the other cat, Davius Thomas. That defense was so nasty that we had guys that we almost had 3 guys in triple digits. Or excuse me, not triple, double digits. Like man, they would have ball out of control triple digits.
Double digit sacks, but interior wise, like
yeah,
he's obviously he already broke the record as far as a sack every game.
Mm-hmm. And we saw that from the Houston game. We saw the intensity just go up. I mean, he got a couple penalties, whatever, in the Houston game earlier in the year. But you could see just him breaking through that line with that intensity. You knew something was going to be special for the season because he just had that nastiness coming through, and it was just disruptive constantly. So
he's on the pace to have at least 15 sacks before the season is over.
Mm-hmm.
For interior lineman, that's Chris Jones, Aaron Donald numbers.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean?
So he would probably be the one we had to offer that check to first. Gino would probably be right behind him. Huh?
We open that check right now.
Yeah, they need to go ahead just go ahead and write that. Go ahead and just sign that joint.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say you wanted now?
Mm-hmm. That's the one he'd be like, all right, look, bro, you take your Air Max off for a couple of years. You sit right here.
Look, he's on the incline. Like he's ceiling.
Oh yeah. He's just gonna get better and better. Both of them, but like I said, Gino and both Matabike, phenomenal. All right, let's see. Somebody saying I told you so. I think it's Big Reg. He's like, I told y'all Rocky Sin was boo boo juice, and none of y'all believe it. Y'all still on that. We moving on.
I don't know who you're talking to, Big Reg. I can't really say if I said he was good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think the jury, you gotta still give him the benefit of the doubt. They saying this man is straight boo boo juice, man. I'm like, okay, just hang on now. What did Rocky Sin who like knocked out the ball from Jamar Chase when he was in the end zone?
He's had a couple of plays.
Yeah.
He hasn't. He just saying, just the concepts is different, man.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Matabike, Delicious says Matabike is balling. Got to somehow keep him and PQ. This is a huge. I mean, it's a great problem to have, but it is a major problem to have when you got players that
now you got to cut the check for somebody during the. Usually, somebody during the middle of the season gets a deal. So I'm waiting to hear who will get a deal before the next game.
Pat Queen is probably the one that is. It is one that's like, all right, is he gonna stay? You know, he's balling out right now, and is he gonna stay? Is he gonna be hard up on the check because of the fact that we denied his 5th-year option for one? Is he gonna be the hardest to sign?
Well.
Let's see, Delicious is saying I was completely wrong on Clowney, but I think he's another guy we need to keep.
Yes, I agree. Agreed.
It's just like, all right, we're gonna write this. We're gonna just write all this down right quick, man. We mentioned.
You're right. This is Big Reg want to come back at us again about something. Write them down, sir.
PQ, Clowney, Beast.
I think we can get PQ on another 1-year deal unless he want to say yo, give me a 2-3 year deal. But I think you can get because he in his interview he said, yeah, I like the 1-year deals. I come in like an assassin.
So we prioritizing who we prioritizing? PQ.
In my opinion is Matabike.
Beast, number 1.
Second, number 2, honestly, would probably be depending on scheme wise. I think we could figure out something and you can keep up.
You cut out there. I don't know who number 2 is.
Keep Gino.
Oh, Gino.
Because we do like to go that big nickel. Like that's
So Delicious said, no disrespect to Tyus.
It would be PQ, I guess. I mean, that's in order, huh?
Delicious said, no disrespect to Tyus, but he can dip.
What is that?
Tyus Bowser.
I think he's done as far as his deal is concerned, right? He had 2 years.
Yeah.
But Tyus is really a different. He an outside line. He's a Sam. More of a Sam.
I mean, and we're doing well with pressure overall when it comes to the Ravens. Like I said, we leading the league in sacks. Bowser would not be the priority going into this offseason. Yeah, he's somebody that I mean, right now I'm pretty sure his market value isn't the greatest based on availability, which is one of your number 1 abilities, is your ability to be available. So his market wouldn't be high. That he could be one of the second wave of free agency signings that we could go after if he's willing to be amicable about the contract terms.
I don't know if he's a free agent after this year.
Check that, man. I think he's one of the folks on the list.
Huh?
I thought he was one of the folks on the list.
I mean, after he signed his deal, he did play well that year that everybody got injured. He played super. He was leading the team with sacks. When he had 8 that year, 9.
Yeah,
he hurt in the Steelers game, and then obviously coming back, the following year was a little tough.
Here we go. We got for as far as wide receivers, Nelson Aguilar, Odell, Duvernay, and then safeties, Gino or Darius Washington. Gus is a free agent after this. J.K. Tyler's a free agent. Huntley. Josh Johnson, who cares? Malik. Your boy Malik Harrison's a free agent. Then Sean Phillip, Pat Queen, Zeitler, Michael Pierce. He's a disruptive dude. I think we need him back too. Clowney, Urban. Urban has been nice. He's been a really good fit for us, but I know his agent's going to bang the heck out of the table if we go deep into the playoffs. Rocky Sin, Darby, Worley, Mollett. I think Mollett should stick around. I really hope he does because, he showed the Steelers that he is, really worth keeping around. He's an excellent player. And then Trayvon Mullen, I don't know. But I didn't see Bowser. You're right. But yeah, it's gonna be a few players that we got to make. Oh, John Simpson. John Simpson's one of the cats. I mean, he came in here and he's looking really good.
On left guard.
Yeah, he's
Even if
been
we don't sign, boy, he's to be there next year.
yeah he was pancaking people this year, man. I was like loving watching this guy play.
I'm happy for him. He gonna get a deal either whether it's with us or with somebody else. I don't think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna have 2 new guards next year. Might have a
Mhm.
new right tackle, and we're gonna have and Ben Cleveland is gonna be the right tackle.
Right
So
tackle.
I mean right guard. Excuse me, not right
Okay.
guard. He's gonna be the right. But I don't think you said Moses is a free agent or no?
I don't think I said Moses. I think
Oh,
Moses is still there.
okay.
Yeah,
So
only offensive lineman we are missing that hit free agency or
Kevin Zeitler and
Zeitler
Simpson.
and Simpson.
Yeah. I
I
think
kind
Ben
of wish,
Cleveland is
but
right guard.
there is a situation to where we could cut Stanley and save $17 million against the cap next year. We're gonna take a little bit of a hit, but I think we
Yeah,
save 17.
I don't think they're
Or
gonna.
no,
They're gonna
we save 12, and it's a $17 million hit. But
you
this
can't.
year, if we cut them, it's 42 million. So I think they're like, hey, this would be the time if we was to step out on this
No,
deal.
ain't gonna. No, we ain't gonna cut Ron. Yeah, and they'll never cut Ron.
Yeah, I
They,
think
they,
it's a loyalty thing right now, but I think if he walks into next year
well, the
playing
truth,
trash, huh?
yeah, but you better off keeping him and trying to groom another left tackle under him. You don't want to remember when
Jail.
think of his name when JL decided to hang it up. How long it took for us to get another tackle?
Well, I
It took
mean,
forever.
Gaither was all right. Gaither wasn't. He was similar size. He started to have some back issues, but when
Yeah,
Gaither was on the field, he was relatively straight. You could see like it
he
wasn't
wasn't
a seamless transition, but it was all right.
he wasn't no JO though. JO
Nah,
on
no,
the
Jay ain't
closest,
nobody really Jo.
yeah, the closest to JO that we've ever had is Stanley. So it's
Yeah.
hard to get good offensive linemen. Like I'd rather just keep them and groom
Mhm.
somebody else. And it's going to be hard for us to get like a top flight left tackle because knock on wood, we keep going that way that we don't really ever pick in the top 10. So you're gonna have to, hope somebody falls and then you can squeeze them in and let them learn behind them. You
Yeah, I
know,
think it's a matter of scouting. You gotta go out there with guys specifically at the beginning of the season, college year,
hmm
finding out like who is going to be that consistent pass blocking and run block. For running, I think offensive linemen they naturally want to run block. They love to run block because that's an opportunity not to be back on the heels. They get to be aggressive and pushing people downfield. So they love that. Where the pass blocking is where it's at. Can you sit there and come up against some of the top defensive ends and outside linebackers in the league and be able to use your feet and your hands simultaneously to make those blocks? At the college level, you want to see them go up against top competition and be able to survive. Let's just say if you had a really good tackle, let's say at LA Tech, the second they face Oklahoma or Alabama or something along those lines, that's what games you want to be watching these type of guys for. And I'm hoping that Baltimore has been able to do the scouting for those type of situations. Let's see. All right, Big Red is talking trash on a couple of players. So first one, he said, let's go ahead and put in Gerbo on IR next year too. Ooh, he is heartless. He's saying Ojabo, but he's put his own spin of words on it. Delicious says, "Yep, his deal is over. I wouldn't try and re-sign him." I think he might be talking about. I think he might be talking about Stanley. I think Ravens got a thing for Nelson. I think he's staying. I do like the depth that Nelson brings, and maybe Nelson gives us a discount because he thinks this might be a home for him for an opportunity at a ring. I don't know. And hopefully, he gets more reps this offseason. Or excuse me, this regular season, because I mean, when he gets those reps, he's getting there and he's doing front flips in the end zone. It looks nice.
yeah,
All right,
man,
let's see.
he's providing the speed element. You know what I mean?
Yes, gotta love the speed element. If we got him and Zay on the field at the same time running a mesh, somebody's getting open. Let's see. Delicious says, "I LOL. I know we can't keep everyone but I would like to see. Well, I'd like to keep OBJ. He is starting to really come into himself now, and
Yeah,
it is
I
nice
think
to
if
see.
anybody gonna be open.
Say what?
I said if anybody gonna be staying,
Yeah, I think
you
especially with
know,
the amount of like
on the
the
back
love
end.
that he has for Baltimore. All right, so we got
Huh?
Big Reg is still throwing out shade. He says Simpson is trash. I think Simpson is better than we think he is. I think he was also graded by PFF in a couple of the games as one of the higher rated guards. And because of the fact that he's just good on the run, the pocket's
I
collapsing.
think.
What's up?
I'm sorry. Go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like the pocket's collapsing most of the time because it's not collapsing
Good.
through the middle. It's not collapsing through the middle. It's collapsing through the actual
Keep
tackles.
freezing on me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My stuff's straight over here. All right, Big Reg is saying, hey,
Yeah, I
go
don't know.
back and watch the tape and look how much John Simpson be on the field twerking for the defense. That man always either looking at Lamar or face down. What is happening right now? Put the drink down, my boy. Put the drink, the whole drink down. Don't just sip through you sipping through a straw right now, ain't you? Because this is going
Yeah,
straight to your head.
I'm gonna give Reggie that one because that Cincinnati game, man. It was. I think it was either Cincinnati or maybe it was Seattle. Yeah, like 4 holding calls. I was like, "You killing me, Paul. You killing
Yeah,
me, Small. You killing me, yo." Because he was mad holding calls. Like I
yeah.
don't know.
Because like I
I
said,
don't.
it was him,
I think
him and
we,
Stanley.
yeah, but I think we got to steal with Voorhees because he was going to be like a low end a third round pick. If anything, I think he was up there like second round. He was going to be first second round pick. Well, second round pick more of anything. But
Yeah,
that was a
Brooks
steal.
said Stanley stole enough money. Brooks said Stanley stolen enough money. She's thankful for what he's done in the past, but now.
But you ain't gonna cut him. Like you don't want to. I'd rather keep him there until we can get somebody to replace him. Don't cut him and then we ain't got nobody to replace him because it ain't gonna be no. It's rare that you're gonna find a free agent left tackle. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
I tell you
Like,
what, though, we're gonna have plenty of swings at it because if we can't sign all these free agents back, we're
no,
gonna get the comp picks for those. Not this year coming, but we will get comp picks next year based on. It's gonna be some heartbreaking situations that we are going to lose out on because we just don't have the cap. They're gonna try to push things down the road, and they might have a little bit more wiggle room with Stanley contract number going down, and it's not as much this next year. But yeah, I think there's going to be some heartbreak. It's going to be a heartbreak hotel during the off season. So they got to get it done this year. They got to get it done this year.
yeah, you're right. You're right on that end.
Living Big Red says this year's draft is supposed to be pretty deep with offensive linemen, so that's a good thing. Hopefully we are able to make it.
Somebody,
Maybe do we? You think we're getting any comp picks this year? Because I don't think we're getting any because we signed a star. Right?
no, we get one for Ben Powers. We get
Yeah,
one for Ben Powers. So
yeah.
we get one for him. That's it.
That's probably
Now what?
is it a fourth or a third?
It's supposed to be another one, but when we signed either Nelly or when we signed Rock, it canceled out. It was for Ben Powers. One's for Ben Powers, and it's supposed to be another one for somebody else that got signed, but it canceled out. Oh, it was for Oliver,
Yeah.
the tight end. But
Okay.
that
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
yeah, that
And he's
got
he's
canceled
doing
out.
pretty well over in Minnesota right now.
Huh?
He's doing well with hooking up with Dobbs in Minnesota.
We not getting nothing for him.
We ain't getting nothing for him?
No, because when we signed Rocky Sin, that canceled it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And look. I'm I'm agreeing with Reg right now. We signed Rock. We should have had the pick. Look, he ain't even start. He not starting. I ain't think. That's what I was saying. Like I really thought Armour Davis, if he'd stay healthy, his ass, he was gonna beat him out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Mhm.
nobody. I know we talked about it at one time about when Stevens to stay at corner. that was the second year, but he was playing like trash. And then this year, he just got it together, which, hey.
Yeah, my heartless butt had him off the roster. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gerald says, I still can't. What'd you say?
I think, you
are in and out, my boy. Gerald says, I still believe that our defense will greatly thrive.
What happened?
He said, yeah, so I believe our defense will greatly thrive, but our offense needs work. That is a fact. That is a fact. I do wonder that, and I know this is kind of weird, but it is Harbaugh running this show. That he's probably saving a few plays that people have not seen yet for this December type of ball and January type of ball, because he knows we're going to be rolling into the playoffs and people are going to be thinking in that mentality of, okay, as long as we stop the Ravens run, they can't do nothing through the air. I'm thinking they got plays in the pocket. They're thinking, all right, we're going to hold on to these, and then we're going to expand the offense a little bit into the end of December and rolling into January. So now that more of that playbook's being installed, and this offense can get even better.
I believe that part, as far as the offense being installed. I don't think that he's holding anything back. I think part of the reason why we haven't seen it, because look at
a million screen passes.
No, not even that. No, look at the offense though. It's up and down.
Mm-hmm.
You're on screens because you can't get, because the offensive line ain't holding up.
Yeah.
Notice the times that we throw a lot of screens. The offensive line are playing like trash. When the offensive line ain't playing like trash, we may throw like 1 or 2 screens during the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then they trying to chuck it downfield or some drag route or whatever. They
Yeah.
played good against Cincinnati. They played like trash against. I didn't think they were gonna play like trash against the Chargers, but I mean, Khalil Mack looked like he was all pro Khalil Mack back in Chicago for a minute. Like he was going in.
Yeah, he was. He looked great.
It's just like it just depends on, like, it's just like we can't. There's no consistency. You can see it, and you can see it.
You're right. All right, so let's scroll. Let's do a little bit more scrolling through here about that's flocked up. Let's see. Here's one. It's a man, WTF. Was JK working out with him? Where he at? I need answers. So, you gotta look at it. Like, Aaron Rodgers is trying to put a final thought on his legacy going into the Hall of Fame, which, I mean, he really shouldn't have to. It's just a pride thing for him or whatever, because there's no reason for him to come back and save an absolute dog water trash team and the Jets right now.
How they get into the playoffs?
Yeah, that team is dismal, and they ain't going nowhere. So Aaron Rodgers coming back just makes no sense. That's just a pride thing for him. JK kind of already recognizes, like, there's no need to rush back. This run game is not hurting. They're going to be just fine, and he's going to have to negotiate during the offseason what his future may be. Let's see.
Like, if I'm not mistaken, look at the standings. Right now, the Jets are 4-7. If you go by the conference, where would they be if the players start today? They know they on the outside looking in. Honestly, the funny thing is they're only like two games out of being in the playoffs. So that's the crazy thing, because the Colts are 6-5. They're 4-7. So it's not impossible for them to still make it into the playoffs. I think that's how they're looking at it, and that's how he's looking at it.
Yeah, he think he come back and play hero ball that well for that team. I don't know, man.
Well, they on a bye this week.
They got a bye this week as well?
I think they on a bye this week.
Okay.
Let me check. Let me just check something.
So we got 4-7 teams on the bye.
No, they're not on the bye. I'm lying.
Yeah, it's Chargers. That's going to be Giants, Vikings, Raiders, Bears, Bills, Ravens.
They're not on the bye. I'm lying. I don't even know why they got that window open. They're not going to beat the Falcons.
Nah. And then, of course, they got the Texans after that. I think they lose to the Texans. And then after that, I think they lose big time to the Dolphins. And then after that, they even okay. So Washington, they might be able to squeeze one through Washington, but who knows? Jets and Browns. I think Browns take that.
I think they feel if he can get on back on the field, the defense will play with some type of like he gonna save some jobs, brother.
Yeah, he's gonna help motivate these guys. Yeah, but
saving jobs if he get back on the field, he's saving everybody's job. Like
yeah, and then I think Rodgers he probably has some type of career day against the Patriots, but they're 2-9. So what?
So you just trying to save jobs right now. That's what that is about.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We're missing all this trader talk. Wait a minute. So Gerald is saying, I heard the Browns signed Joe Flacco. Was that true? Of course, we're like, yes. Brooke says Joe's a traitor. Big Red says Flacco's not a traitor. Man getting his money where he can. Yeah, I agree. You gotta get that cheese, man.
Yeah, he might as well do something.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, do I work in a grocery store and make $13 an hour? Or will somebody pay me veteran minimum to come play ball for them? I'm pretty sure he's getting more than veteran minimum to come over there and play ball because he's going to be starting at some point. Because I mean, let's just face it, Phillip Walker and DTR, they ain't gonna beat the dudes. Like Flacco gonna get his shot as soon as he gets this offense down. It might be this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know why Walker didn't stay in there when they won with him. I didn't understand that move. But, I don't know. Hey. So it must be fun to be a
All right, let's see. That man got money. There were other teams outside AFC North he could have signed. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, who called? Who called, bro? The Browns called.
Nobody going for Flacco. Yeah, ain't nobody going for Flacco. They got a good team, man. They
trying to sign him was the Jets.
I'm surprised the Jets. That is a surprise that the Jets didn't try to call him back. But hey, he probably won't try to get in the playoffs right now. Cleveland's in there. They're a good team, best team that they've, in my opinion, that they've had thus far, as far as like playing, not on paper, but just playing in general.
And Prochet wasn't no trader. He was in there waiting by the phone for anybody to call.
Yeah, no, Regis is asking. So is he a trader too? Nah, he ain't no trader. You right?
Reg all the money, man. I'm not mad at any of them. Like they could all go to wherever team they need to go. If they, we sit here rooting for them, and then the Ravens like, hey, you can't cut it on this roster. I wish them the best wherever they go. They can get a bag. Go get a bag, man. See, now, of course, if they come in there saying stuff like "step in your trap, take over your trap," then yeah. Yeah, that was Drake, and then he got cut. Who came at him and clowned him after that?
Practice squad too, so take a shot. It's all right.
Who was that clowned him? It was somebody clowned him on Twitter after he got cut. I was like, that was heartless.
Yeah,
I think it might have been Stone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he basically clapped back and was like, all right, take over what trap? You ain't got no trap. All right. Yeah, Brooks saying a pro can do whatever he wants. I agree. See, I didn't see anyone complain when Prochet or any other Ravens signed with these other AFC North teams. Yeah, nobody mad. Like I said, Flacco will do what he do. Ain't nobody mad at that dude.
Did Prochet actually make is he off the practice squad now? Is he like on the active roster?
I mean, he's catching punts. He's returning punts.
You only got 3 games to be elevated up, right?
Yeah, I think they got to actually sign him to the roster now, or release him. So hopefully, as long as he don't fumble another one of them punts like he did against us, like I said, he was our Trojan horse. He went in and he did what he had to do.
Who else gonna do it? Yeah, that's why they got him back there. Nobody else can punt return for him. His best bet. Hopefully, he get an opportunity to play receiver.
Oh, Flacco might start this weekend.
He might. I don't know.
I know what I'm watching this weekend. You know what I mean? Sorry, man. I gotta watch this old Ravens, see what he do. He ain't playing us, so might as well. Maybe we get a Flacco to Prochet touchdown. Yeah, that'll be straight.
That'd be cool.
Prochet,
bro. Black got his money. He got plenty of it. And you talking about somebody stole some money. You talking about somebody stole some money, bro. You better talk about your boy. that you call a trader. He stole some dough. He stole a whole lot of dough from Baltimore.
Yeah. Yeah, that is very true. I mean, he's the one. I'll be
After
honest
the
with
Super
you.
Bowl, it was no bueno, no bueno.
Yeah, as I said, his record after the Super Bowl was dead even in the wins and losses column. I'm like, wow, he was that bad.
Set his ass down, just made kids.
That was it. He had to pull his Phillip Rivers, man. Do his Phillip Rivers thing every offseason. Another kid. But yeah, Joe definitely robbed us. I'd even say, even go as far as saying his rookie year, that defense carried him. He was probably one of the worst quarterbacks in the league that year. And everybody trying to say he was the Pepsi Rookie of the Year. I was like, nah, this dude was bad. It was really bad. And if we didn't have a good defense, it'd have been worse. If we didn't get to the AFC Championship, it would have been like, okay, Joe just had a really bad year. He probably should have been, I don't know. I feel like Troy Smith would have probably did better that year. Just saying. Where'd he go? We lost Kam Ru, y'all. Okay. Oh, he just turned the camera off. He's still here. Okay. Brooks says, stole how we got a Super Bowl. Look, we got a Super Bowl out of it. I'm excited about the Super Bowl, about getting the Super Bowl out of Joe Flacco. I'm thankful for that, but you already know that outside of that playoff run that was beautiful, the boy was dog water. It is what it is. He only had 1 year where he's over 4,000 yards, 4,000 yards passing. I'm like, it was one? Yeah. It was 1 year, 4,000 yards passing. And we got beat by the Patriots that year, I want to say, in the playoffs with a miraculous comeback because he could not continue to keep that type of performance going, it was weird. It was on defense. It was on defense too. It wasn't on just Joe. But it is what it is. You know, he's in the past. He's in the rearview mirror. He's a Brown now. We're going to root for him. We're going to cheer for him this weekend because we ain't got nothing else to do because it's a bye week and the rest of our team is chilling. I imagine there's some Ravens probably rooting for him too. All right, Big Red says Flacco had the luckiest playoff run of all time. I mean, 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I think there's a little bit of skill combined in there. I mean, you saw some of those throws, and they were great. They were just exceptional down the field bombs. It's what he should have been doing the most of the season anyway, because you got two burners like that. And you had Torrey Smith, and you got Jacoby Jones. Oh, yeah, you should have been tossing that rock that whole time like that anyway. All right, Brooks says, yeah, putting a record playoff run is so lucky. People love to take everything away from him, shaking my head. It is what it is, Brooke. He had a good playoff run. Go look at the stats. Take the Super Bowl away. Take the playoff run away. And you tell me what Joe Flacco's career stats, wins, losses, interceptions, sacks, all that. And then compare it to the greatest kicker of all time. He will be opening the door to the Hall of Fame for Justin Tucker because he's the one who's the one who did it for him on the field. That's what he do. He launch a bomb, take 4 sacks, Justin comes in, saves the day. You bet. All right, cool. All right. So Big Red says, oh, please, if that safety doesn't take the wrong angle, we lose. Which game?
About
you know what you're talking about? Game. Oh yeah, but it was a lot of speed there. He had to face, you know. The Dragonfly, was he just happened to do his thing. So I ain't mad. I'm just glad it went down the way it went. Brooke says we would have more as Super Bowls if it wasn't for those who will not be named. This fan base talks about Joe like he's Kyle Bolt. Outside of the Super Bowl, it kind of was Kyle Bolt. I'm just saying.
I wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad. He was good. He wasn't. He was a good quarterback. He wasn't like.
He showed up against opponents that were just as against Tom Brady for some reason the dude showed up against Tom Brady and outperformed Tom Brady each time he played him.
It's Eli Manning, but it's only Eli Manning. But either one, both of them are the same. Like they both are the same. Eli Manning just has another Super Bowl. He had the same run in the playoffs in 2011 that Joe had in the 2012 year. The first year Eli Manning won the Super Bowl, the helmet catch, obviously, but it was that defense that got him. So they're the
What's
same type
crazy
of.
is like he
He's
had the
a decent
same type of
quarterback.
play in the next Super Bowl too. He like Manningham.
I'm not
Manningham makes
trash.
an amazing catch to keep the drive going. And I'm like,
I'm not
this is a
trashing
deja vu.
you. He's a decent quarterback. I'm not trashing him. It was just that after the Super Bowl, we only went to the playoffs one time after that Super Bowl with Joe.
Mm-hmm. And after that was like, what was it? All those other times, it was like first round knockouts and something like that.
Huh?
After that, after the AFC Championship in 2008, and then the one in 2011, there was just it was kind of first round knockouts, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean
Or
that's
excuse me,
still
second round. We'd always get to the second round of playoffs, and then we get knocked out.
yeah, but that was because we didn't have a full complementary of play. We didn't have the receivers we had. I mean, we had Q. We didn't have no help. I mean that's
Yeah,
it.
and Lee Evans, and yeah, all
I'm
that
just saying, we
crazy
had
stuff.
pieces. After
Yeah.
all of that, you still didn't do nothing. Like you said you elite.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like about Lamar. Lamar don't care about none of that stuff.
Nah,
You said he was elite, and you not
yeah,
really
in the
elite.
first round. Yeah, but them some rough years, man. Some rough years. We out of those though. We hoping to get through with what I'm saying that and be on to the business with Lamar. Like I said, good luck to Joe this weekend, man. We rooting for him.
What? I wishing none. No, I'm not. I don't care who you play for. If you ain't wearing that purple and black with that bird on the side, I ain't got no luck for nobody in the AFC North. I don't care if you're from Baltimore. You gonna be
Yeah.
the nice. You be the nice one, brother. Wish you good luck. I'm not wishing nobody good luck.
All right. Well, I
Lose,
wish Rashad happy
lose,
birthday.
or you lose. Just say that. Pittsburgh hope you lose. Cleveland hope you lose twice.
I hope
Okay?
everybody will hate.
Yes, hate. Hope you all
Hate you, hate everybody. Y'all had it better than me.
should have never let you on a couch. All on your couch. Never gave you money.
All right, here's one. It's so scary to think about this man is only 22. We got a baller for years, folks.
Monster. He already earned his check. Monster.
Yeah. And you predicted this before we drafted the guy, how explosive he would be. And it's great. All right, that girl, she's hilarious. I don't know if you ever watched the NFL Chick. I can't put it on here, but she is hilarious. Let's see. One more time for the people in the back. Go get Juice Man. No. Here's my reaction.
I think they cut him because I think it's more because of the money
Yeah.
more than anything. You know what I mean? They're not doing. Where they going this year? They're not going nowhere.
Hang on.
You might let him go. All that like I didn't understand that whole talk that he being lazy or he don't want to be there. I just think that's something to be. He just returned him the week before. He just had a kick return. I mean, an interception pick and taken to the house. So how all of a sudden now he don't want to be there? You see what I'm saying?
According to this, they're saying he gave minimal effort on some plays dating back to costly plays against the losses against the Bears and the Dolphins. I mean, and then it goes into the pick six. He had a pick six early in the season, but that's his only interception of the year. It wasn't really early in the season, like 2 weeks ago, wasn't
it? That's what I'm saying. Like it was like the week.
It was on Monday Night Football game, wasn't it? Or
Yeah,
Sunday night.
that was the last week. Josh McDaniels was there. That was like 3 weeks ago. 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Dang, Pittsburgh getting honors over here for drunkest city.
Wow.
Well, they got at least they're winning at something.
Wow.
All right, whoever this Tizzy is, he is spamming the heck out of the page. Next, Anquan and Steve Smith. Oh, this is good news here. Both on semifinalists for that. We see them go in at the same time would be pretty cool.
Do they do that? Do they put in 2 receivers at the same time?
I don't know if they'll put in 2 Ravens at the same time, but it'd be nice to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care what they say. These folks is Ravens. I don't care about the Panthers. I don't care about the Cardinals, 49ers, or the Lions, whoever the heck else Anquan decided to play for. But like
he
he's a
retired.
Raven.
So he
Yeah.
retired. Yeah. So hey,
He got a ring as a Raven, so we good.
he good. Exactly.
And then it was Matabike birthday. Yeah, was it? It was last week.
November 17th.
Okay, so we going way back in the time on this feed here. That was 2 hours ago. This girl, she's talking about how she's grown her hair and Lamar's grown, whatever. It's a blow up play. It's got the angle to make the play. What? Okay, I can't watch that one. We'll go back to that one later. What are we doing here? Oh, that's just a huddle. Teams had to play press. I wish I could actually watch the TikToks on here with y'all. But here's a good one. This is just a photo, but it also brings up the topic of discussion. Clowney has returned to form. I got to say, I was wrong. I'll admit it. I was wrong with this guy. I thought for sure like he, played 3 games and ended up being injured for the rest of the season because I thought that was his MO. He has come back and just rejuvenated and brought life into this defense to add to all of the ballers that we have. This is a guy we definitely need to re-sign this offseason because, man, he is just look really good. What do you think? What do you think about Clowney, man?
I told you he was going to do good, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you didn't believe it. I believed it.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, he got 7.5 sacks. He's got forced fumble. Huh? Yeah. I'm wrong, man. I'm definitely wrong on this. I'm glad I'm wrong, though. Goodness gracious, I'm glad I'm wrong. 7.5 sacks. He's got a forced fumble, 3 pass defenses. Oh yeah, he's on it, man. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here you go. The duo went off. Agent Zero and Queen. They first them on defenders. Pat Queen balling he's playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah.
And then I think it's that encouragement he's got sitting right next to him. When you got that type of confidence from a guy sitting next to you, you can play freely. When you got a guy who's out here who knows his assignment, is going to stick to his assignment, and is going to just have a nose for the ball, that allows you to do a lot more than what you had to do when you were in the position yourself. So, big props to Pat Queen and Roquan. And then, why is this being constantly put on the page? Why is this dude on the page? Random picture with a random fellow Ravens fan at a Cincinnati game. A little love between fans. Wonder if he's in the group. Okay. What did they say? Could you guys see us winning the rest of our games? I say we either lose to the Jags or the 49ers or either one. This is a good topic to bring up because we got some tough games ahead. We got the Jaguars, we got the Niners, we got the Dolphins, we got the Steelers. The Rams is next, but we don't want to look past it.
Brooke is getting off. She's not feeling well. Sorry, brother. Sorry to cut you off.
Okay. Oh, what happened? Okay, so Brooke,
Brooke is getting off.
We hope you feel better. Oh, she hit the clock. We are at 1 hour and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right. Okay, Brooke, wait. We got something for you, Brooke. Hang on a sec. Hang on. We hang on. Okay, we got it right here. There it is.
There you go. We can hold that next week.
Huh?
We can hold that topic to next week about the rest of the games. That'd be a good topic.
We can definitely go into that because we got a whole week to rest and do whatever. So with that said, we'll just wrap this thing up, man. It's been a fun. What she say? She say something? All right, everybody saying good night, Brooke. Okay. They saying I hope you feel better. And
she ain't responded. All right, bye, Brooke.
Bye, Brooke.
Bye.
All right. So here we are. We are on this bye week. I want y'all to be able to just relax, think about ways that this team can get better. Think about inviting people to the page because we need to go ahead and continue to build these numbers. And to the 2 people that left and drop the numbers down even more, your mama. I'm kidding. Yeah, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, smack the bell. Make sure that you're inviting folks to the page. We need to build this community up. I enjoy having just our small community because we're able to actually track all those comments. But if we get more, the merrier. I don't care. we're good to go. And just remember, anything that gets donated as far as super chats and whatever like that, that goes to Cameron's slush fund or whatever habit he has nowadays. Today's habit, or lately, is the one shot. I think he's done with Pokemon. That's no longer a thing. That's about it. That's basically it. Anywho, so we're gonna roll up out this joint, and we are going to.
Huh? I'm about to go eat my peach cobbler.
There you go, man. Y'all make sure that y'all have a safe week. Y'all do something productive. Find something that you can take care of, and make sure you take care of your spouses. All right, and say thank you.
Let's stay blessed. Right.
Easy. For sure, stay blessed. 2 claps. Fade to black.
Peace.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.